Whew. It's been a while. I might as well get started. It's been a while. I was waiting to see if there was anyone in the chat. I remember when we had a break from having our conversations that people were keen to come in and have a chat while I'm getting ready. I apologize for the delay today, but I have such a beautiful story to tell you of what's happening in my life right now, just in the past couple of days. So I'll get started because people can just watch the replay, I guess. I have so much news. I've got so many things to tell everybody. I was so excited to get on here today. And so I might wait a few more minutes. I got home 10 minutes later than what I was hoping to be. But the lady I take care of during the week that has dementia is in hospital. And so her husband needed a break. He needed some time. And I just stayed a little bit longer to facilitate that, to give him time to grab a cup of coffee, go for a walk, have something to eat, you know, if he felt like having something. I'll share this story because if people do come on later, I really want to share the news of what I've been up to in this time that we've been apart, that I haven't been able to be here on Fridays. It's been school holidays here. And with the school holidays, I just spend a lot of time. I try to spend as much time as I can with my family, especially with my beautiful daughter. She just started high school this week. Yesterday was her first day. So it's been quite an emotional week for us, watching her walk into the next chapter of her life, you know. So I really needed this time to be with her before she started high school and have this special time together, you know. So that was the first thing that was going on, and that's the reason I haven't been here since December. It's been school holidays. And for me, it's a sacred time, you know, because our kids aren't with us forever. They move on, they start their own lives, they have their own kids. So the time that I have with her while she's still my child, you know, is quite precious. So that was the first bit of news of why I've been away. I haven't been here on the live streams. What I wanted to share today is just something so beautiful that's been happening to me this week. This lovely lady that I work with that has dementia, I've been with her now for 5 years. And in the first 3 years, maybe more than 5 years now, but let's go with 5 years. It seems like it might be more. The first 3 years that I was with her, I was there 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, for 2 hours each day. But then the last 2 years, as you know, the disease progresses and she has more needs, I was increased to be with her 5 days a week. So Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I would be there every day for 2 hours. And then last year, I forget we're already in 2025. Halfway through last year, her husband could see that we needed more time. So there were 2 days a week that I was there for 3 hours, and the rest of the week I would be there for 2 hours. But I've been with her a long time now. You know, when you see someone every day. And this week she's deteriorated, you know, to the point where I'm not sure if she's going to make it through this weekend, you know. She hasn't been able to eat in the last 3 or 4 days. She can't keep anything down. And what started to happen for me that was quite magical was yesterday was the first day that she wasn't able to get out of bed. She's getting weaker and weaker as the days progress, you know, because she can't eat, right? So yesterday when I went to mind her, to take care of her, to, you know, be her carer, um, I could see her brother sitting next to her on the bed, and her brother passed away. I'm trying to think if it was 3 years ago now. I think it might be 3 years, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe more. Could be. I'm not sure. He had cancer, and he got quite ill, and he couldn't recover from the cancer, so he passed away. But yesterday, when I was sitting with her, in case she needed anything at all, I could see him sitting next to her. And he was smiling at her. You know, the whole time he was smiling at her. And that was yesterday. Today, first thing in the morning, I get a call from work to say that she's been moved to the hospital. And the husband had a list of things that he wanted me to do at the house first, and then some things that he wanted me to bring to the hospital. So I did the things at the house I needed to do. And as soon as I packed everything up that he needed for me to take to the hospital, and I got in the car, as I'm driving out towards the hospital, I see the number 54 on all these license plates. And I saw about 7 of them. And it wasn't until I was halfway to the hospital that I realized that that's the year she was born. 54. I kept seeing that number. And then when I left the hospital, I saw it 3 more times. So that was the first synchronicity today, leaving their house. But the most beautiful thing happened. The moment I tied all of that together, why am I seeing this 54? Why am I seeing this 54? Why is this showing up so much? Because sometimes I'll see a number 2 or 3 times. But for me, if I've seen it more than 5 times, within a couple of minutes, you know, of of being out in the world, it has more meaning than just, oh, it's a synchronicity, you know. So I knew in that moment that, oh, wow, you know, that's her number. That's the year she was born. And in the moment that I tied that together, and I had that realization that that's the year she was born, I see her in her room at the hospital. But in the vision, while I'm driving, she's in a large room. And from my experience, when you go to the hospital, all the rooms are small. And if you're in the emergency section, it's a room that's divided with all these curtains. They just pull the curtains across, but they've got about 5 or 6 of you in this area, you know, all divided by curtains. But the spaces are quite small, and that wasn't what I was seeing today as I was driving to the hospital. And I'm seeing her lying in a bed, and she was asleep she was alive, she was breathing, but her eyes were closed. So she was asleep. This was what I was seeing as I was driving the rest of the way to the hospital. So for the last 10 minutes of the drive. And then I look and I see all these family members, and some of them I recognized. Her mom I could recognize. That brother that was sitting next to her in the bed I could recognize. Because I don't know if you guys have experience with people that have dementia. They go through a stage where they like to go through the photos a lot. And this was when I first met her about 5 years ago. She used to have boxes and boxes and boxes of photographs. You know, like in the old days, we used to have photo albums and the printouts of photos. Now we've got everything on our phone. But in the old days, we used to have the photos that you could hold, you know, the hard copies. And she had boxes and boxes and boxes of these. And she would constantly be going through them. And sometimes through the years, I'd sit with her and she'd tell me, you know, this is my mum, this is my brother, this is my sister-in-law, you know, this is me when I was a baby, or this is my daughter when she was a baby. And we'd go through all the photos, you know. But it's been over a year now that we haven't done the photos. So, you know, but I remembered as soon as I saw that brother there yesterday on the bed, I remembered. And today when I was given that vision of her in that room with all those beautiful beings, I recognized her mum, her dad, that brother that was in the bed sitting next to her yesterday. He was standing next to her at the bed. And then what blew me away when I actually got to the hospital is that that room that I was shown was exactly the room that she was sitting in. Now, with my physical eyes, I can't see them. I have to close my eyes and I see them through my third eye. But I was given, for me, it was confirmation that what I saw was real, because the room was exactly the same as what I had seen while I was driving. The bed that she was in, how she looked in her bed, was exactly what I had seen. And the beautiful part that gave me so much peace as I entered the room and I realized, wow, they were showing me what's happening, where she is that all those beautiful beings that were surrounding her bed, and there would have been at least 12 beings. I'm trying to think now, there were so many filling up that room. They were so full of joy. They were so happy to be there with her, you know? So I'm not sure if the chat's working. I see one other person in, but I've got the chat just sitting here in case. So say hello so I know you're there and I know who I'm talking to. But I just started with this beautiful story of what's been going on in the last couple of weeks. Today was quite magical, what I was going through today, and I felt so blessed as I was pulling in and setting up, and you know, so blessed to be in this space, to be able to see these beautiful beings. And to know that she's going to be okay no matter what, you know? So, yeah, that's what's been happening the last few days. I love sharing these things that happen to me, because I know there are others out there that get visions, or in dreams perhaps. They get all this beautiful information and they're not sure. Is it real? Am I imagining? You know? But I love when they go that extra mile to show us that yes, it's real. In a hospital, I have never seen a room that size before, but I'd forgotten that at the hospital they've been doing so much renovating, you know, and they've totally changed the way the emergency wards look now. When you go into emergency the first time, yes, you kind of still are in that section with the, you know, where they pull the curtains across and you're all next to each other, all in a line. But even that's changing. You know, the last time I was in, there's a whole section where you have to sit there. Unless you're life-threatening, you just sit there. So, yeah. I had a wonderful, wonderful experience yesterday and today with this lovely lady. And always showing me, you know, that life is so wonderful, that we are so supported, we are so loved, we are never alone. So, I'll wait a little bit longer. I'm not sure if many people were thinking that. I think on the Fridays I've been saying that the live streams will be starting at 1 p.m. It's just easier for me if I can start at 12:30. It gives me time to do the things I need to do in the afternoon. So I'll just I'll sit here and wait. It's not quite 1 o'clock yet. If not, I might wait till next week. Perhaps today is not the right day to be announcing my beautiful news with you. I'll wait a week. But it is only for subscribers. And I've just been given the most beautiful inspiration over the last about 2-3 weeks. Actually, you know, they've been guiding me since the end of last year, but I was so busy writing the next book, which has just been finished. The only thing left is to add the author page about the author. But that's an easy copy and paste from the previous books, because to be honest, not much has changed since I Am Light, I Am Dark. So there's not much point in having to rewrite a whole page for the author. Not much has changed. So, but the information that has come through from the new book is amazing. I can't wait to be able to share all of that with you guys. So I was busy with that coming through, and that's been wanting to come through for a few months now. And I got distracted because towards the end of last year, I was being guided to sign up for this special course with coaching, you know. And at the time, it just didn't feel like that was the direction I needed to take. I've already done a 1.5 years of coaching with Rikka. That was a full-on course. But with that course, I didn't get any business skills. Like, we don't get any skills in how to build a business, you know, with our coaching skills that we gain from her gorgeous course. So that was what the course was about, that I was looking at last year. You know, they teach you how to set it up, what you need, how to build it, all of that, you know, because like I said, I keep getting all this beautiful guidance on for the books, all these beautiful downloads for the books. And now I've been given all these other downloads for other things that I want to share with you. And I can't wait to share it with you. But, you know, as I said in previous videos, if nobody knows that this beautiful work is out there, what's the point? You know? I mean, I know for me the results of these beautiful books and of what they're giving me now to share with you. I know what it brings, if that is what your heart yearns for. But, you know, I feel in my heart that all of this was given to me, not just for me. You know, I believe that it was given to me to share with others who are in the same place, you know, because for so long I was so angry. For so long I was so resentful in my adult years. For so long I couldn't forgive others. And I know what that feels like. I know how stuck you feel when you're angry all the time, when you're full of resentment, when you can't forgive. I know I was there for a very long time. A very long time. I would say, easily over 30 years. Easily. I was there. And for me, this whole process has just been such a blessing, truly, such a blessing. I know it's not for everybody. You know, we're all on different paths. But I'm here to share it for those who are ready to receive this beautiful information, for those who are ready to walk this path. This beautiful path of awakening. So, my beautiful beings, I've just waited a little bit longer, and if no one joins today, I'll just leave it at that. There's plenty here already with a beautiful story of the lady I take care of and the beautiful energy that was coming through. of how supported she is, how loved she is, that all her ancestors are already there waiting for her with arms wide open. So the next beautiful book will be called I Am. I know, the next beautiful book is going to be called Be the Rainbow. Maybe it should be I Am the Rainbow. No, Be the Rainbow sounds about right. It's a journey into self-love. It's really, really beautiful. It's the next step. I always think, you know, when I receive one of these beautiful books, one of these beautiful downloads, and I sit for weeks and weeks typing the information that comes through, and then I read it and I reread it. I have to proofread it quite a few times. And in the editing stage, then I read it some more, you know, to pick up any grammatical mistakes or errors or, you know, things that could be phrased differently so that, you know, they're clearer. It's easier to understand them. So every time I think, you know, that's the most wonderful information I've received. I love kookaburras. They always sound like they're laughing. So, my beautiful beings, I'm back. And I have a really beautiful surprise for you all. Hopefully next week we can all be back again. The one thing I could share here, those beautiful sound healing videos that I put together for the chakras, they were meant to be for the membership. And, you know, the membership site that we'd been talking about before. And then I decided to, you know, I want to create them a little bit longer and I want different things happening there. So not everyone is into sound healing, I realize that. But, you know, it's something different as well. Because for me, they're all tools that you can use, you know, like the meditations. So much in my life has been facilitated through guided meditation. So much has opened up for me, you know. Just incredible. I just can't even. I have so much gratitude for guided meditations, and that's why I love creating them. So, while I'm here, there was something, I remember one of the subscribers, Simon, was saying something about meditations, now that we're talking about them. At least this will be recorded and you can go through it later. There's all different information for you here. Some people seem to think that meditations means that you can quiet the mind. This is the myth of meditations. This is what we've been taught, that meditating is, right? You somehow, magically, you can get your mind to be quiet for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however long you're going to sit to do this meditation. It's funny because I was having this conversation with a friend just a few weeks ago. And that's how we had the realization, hang on, I've been doing these beautiful guided meditations now for about, since 2021, I think it was. So what's that, 4 years now? And the information that comes through for me through these guided meditations is incredible. Now, guided meditation for me is perfect because I'm very focused. So it focuses your attention to what the person is guiding you to, you see? That's the beauty of it. So if you are 100% focused on what this person is talking about, in that guided meditation, you stay with them, that is a meditation. Because meditation is just being present. That's all it is. It's just to be present. That's it. It's not about making the mind quiet or getting rid of your thoughts for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and being able to be at peace with no noise going on in your head. That's not what meditation is. Meditation is being present in the moment with something, some intention. You want to focus on something. You meditate. You place all your attention on it. Some people, I think, one way was to focus on a flame of a candle. And I never understood this until I had that conversation with my friend about meditating. And then I realized when you're focused on that flame, your eyes are laser focused on the flame. So your eyes aren't paying attention to anything else. You're allowing the third eye to open and receive information, you see? By just focusing on one point, on one thing. That's why so many times in the meditations I tell people, close your eyes. Close your eyes, because in the meditation, the information that you are going to receive, you're not going to see it with your physical eyes. It's not out there. It's inside. And to be inside, you don't need your physical eyes. It's better when they're closed. For me, it's better when they're closed. But now I realize staring at a flame does the same thing. You're giving your eyes something to focus on, something to look at. So it's not distracted with everything else that's in the room. It's just focused on one thing. So that's why so many people give up on meditating. Because they feel I'm wondering now if I'm in, yes I am, if I'm in the Hollie Belle live. I'm thinking, don't tell me I'm in recording, I'm in the other, because one time I came in and started recording and I was in my wrong YouTube channel, because I've got the Easy Mind, Easy Life. I was actually recording in the other channel. And halfway through I thought, oh wait, I'm in the wrong channel. But no, I am, because I'm watching the chat in the other one, so I am in the right place. So that to me is what meditating is all about. So I would love to hear your thoughts later as you listen to this gorgeous video of what you think meditating is all about. What is meditation for you? What do you think it is? So for me, it's access to other realms. It's an access out of this reality. I get to access all these other dimensions, through meditation. So that's what I love about meditations. And that's why I'm so big on guided meditations. Allowing the information to come through. Because when I'm doing these beautiful guided meditations, I have my whole spirit team here guiding me as to what to say next, what information to bring in, how to guide it. So I know that this is what they want to bring through every time. And it's not for everybody. Perhaps you sit there and nothing comes through, no information, nothing. You just sit there and blank. And that's fine. Not every tool that is out there is going to work for everybody. And like I said, when I finished doing Reiki and I started seeing my spirit team and working with them directly, I started telling everybody, oh my God, you got to do this Reiki course. You got to do this Reiki course. You start talking to angels after you do it. And other people started doing the course and they're like, I ain't seen no angels. I don't know what you're talking about. It was just so funny. I was like, oh, maybe that was just what I was supposed to experience with that. So, Yes, what works for one may not work for another. You know, it may not be your path. You know, I was meant to be speaking with them, and they were meant to be guiding me to do all of this for you. The guided meditation, the books, and all the things that are to come. This beautiful year is going to be such a big year, you know. So I'll wait another week. Hopefully when people see that the live stream is up, they'll remember that we're back. And yes, I'm hoping for 12:30 on Fridays. That's the best time for me. For those of you who do want to come back, remember before the 12:30 for about 5-10 minutes, I was asked to leave it recording so that people could chat to each other while they're waiting, get to know each other, because there are incredible beings in this community. So remember, it will be just the books for about 5 or 10 minutes while I'm getting ready and giving you guys time to get to know each other a little better. So, all right, my beautiful beings, I don't want to make it too long because I don't have any questions or comments to work with today. I'm back as promised. It is February. It's the 7th of February. Yesterday was the 6th. And I hope to see you all again next week where we can catch up and I can give you the big news, because I can't wait to share with you what has been coming through in the last few weeks. Once I finished writing the 7th book, I was just really pushed in the deep end to start creating something for all of you. And I can't wait to share it, because it was something that I was blown away when I finished creating it. All right, my beautiful beings, I love you dearly. I appreciate you guys so much. I missed you so much. And I can't wait to catch up, that we can all be here again together. All right, my beautiful beings, I love you. And hopefully I'll see you next week, next Friday. I'll be here. Friday for me, Thursday for you. Maybe many of you were expecting it to be Friday for you. Sorry, I should have been more Australia time. Hopefully it says Australia time on the... Maybe that's the issue. But we always did. Friday for me, Thursday for you. And everyone said that was fine. So I hope to see you all next week. And I can share the beautiful news I have for you. Enjoy the gorgeous story today of my beautiful lady that I've been taking care of, and how much she is loved and adored and supported, and that I got to witness that. I just feel so blessed that I can share that with you today. All right, my beautiful beings, I can't wait to see you all again. Bye for now. Is it there? Nope.